ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जयम्। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। Namaskar and welcome back to Amarabharata channel, where we are studying the CBSE class 8 Samskrita textbook. In that, the Chaturthaha Pathaha, lesson number 4, Pranamyo Deshabhakto'yam Gopabandhurmahaamaah. Pranamyo Deshabhakto'yam Gopabandhurmahaamaah. The meaning of this title is, this patriot is respect worthy, the great Shri Gopabandhu Das. In this video, we look at the lesson along with an explanation in English. So, before we go into the lesson, let us look at the meaning of the title. Pranamyaha Deshabhaktaha Ayam Gopabandhuhu Mahaamanaah. Pranamyaha Deshabhaktaha Ayam Gopabandhuhu Mahaamanaah means, Pranamyaha means worthy of respect, worthy of salutation. Pranama worthy, Namaskara worthy. Deshabhaktaha means patriot. Ayam this, Gopabandhuhu Shri Gopabandhu Das Mahaamanaah great minded, great person, broad minded person. That is the meaning of this title. Now, this is Utkalamani Sri Gopabandhu Das, who lived between 1877 and 1928, and this is a postage stamp issued in the honor of Sri Gopabandhu Utkalamani Gopabandhu Das. Now, this lesson starts with a conversation, as with most lessons. Ekada jala plava piditanam sahayartham shikshakaha chhatraha cha sabhagare charcham kurvanti. What is the meaning? Once, in order to help or support those affected by floods, means the flood victims, teachers, shikshakaha chhatraha cha means this is also plural and this is also plural. So teachers and students discuss in the auditorium. Sabhagara means in the auditorium. Next, Namaste chhatraha hyastanim vartam shrutavantah kim. Greetings, O students. Have you heard? Hyastanim means yesterday's news. Shrutavantah, have you heard yesterday's news? Namo Namaha Acharya. Salutations to you, O teacher. Odisha Rajyasya Kendrapada Janapade Mahanadyam Bhayankaraha Jalaplavaha Sambhutaha. In the Kendrapada district of Odisha state, there was a heavy flood of the Mahanadi river. Jalaplavena tatra mahati hanihi sanjata. Because of the floods, a lot of damage has happened there. Next, Am Himani, yes, O Himani, Tvam Satyam Vadasi, you are correct. Jalaplavena Vasagrahani Nashtani. Because of the floods, houses are destroyed. Kechit asvasthaha. Some people have become sick. Chikitsalaye mrityunasaha yudhyante. And are fighting against death in the hospital. Means they are in a critical condition. Anyecha anaharena kashtam sahante. Others are facing difficulties because of lack of food. Bahavaha graha palitaha pashavaha api nadi srotasa pravahitaha mritaha cha. Many of the animals reared at home, Pashu, means actually cow, we can say, but also pashu in general means animals. We can say cow and other domesticated animals which are reared at home are washed away in the river currents. Nadi srotasa pravahitaha, they are washed away in the river currents, mritaha cha, and are dead also. Next. Mahodaya, te samprati atidukkhitaah bhaveyoh khalu. Sir, they must now indeed be in much sorrow, isn't it? Is what this child asks. Satyam, Ashoka, true, Ashok, te sarve atidukkhena jivanti. All of them are living in extreme sorrow. Asmabhi etadrishanam dukkhitanam sahayata karaniya. By us, help is to be rendered to such people in grief. Yatha, just as Utkala Manihi Gopabandhuhu Jalaplava Piditanam Akuntham Sevam Krutva. Just as Utkala Mani Sri Gopabandhu Das, having done generous service to the flood victims, Adya Api, even today, Jana Manaseshu Samadritaha Asti, is adored by the people even today. In the minds of the people, he is still adored even after so many years, nearly 100 years of his passing. Mahodaya, Eshaha Gopabandhuhu Kaha. Who is this great Gopabandhu, is what this child asks. Oh sir, tell me. Bhavantas sarve etat chitram pashyantu. All of you, look at this picture. Yeshaha asti Deenabandhuhu Gopabandhuhu. This is Deenabandhu Gopabandhu. Samprati vayam means Deenabandhu means who was the friend of the downtrodden people. Samprati, now, vayam tasya vishaye janimaha. Let us learn about him, is what the teacher tells. Now we'll start learning about Gopabandhu Das. Utkalamani Sri Gopabandhu Das ji. Ekada Acharya Harihara Dasaha. Once Acharya Harihara Dasa Satyavadi Vanavidyalayasya Sarvan Adhyapakan Bhojanaya Amantritavan. Amantritavan means invited. Whom? Sarvan Acharyan Adhyapakan. Invited all the teachers of Satyavadi Vanavidyalaya. It's also written as Bana Vidyalaya in Odia language. For what? Bhojanaya, for lunch. Amantritaah sarve atithayah. Amantritaah sarve atithayah hastapadam kshala itva. All the invited guests, having washed their hands and feet, hastapadam kshala itva, asaneshu upavishtavantaha, sat in their seats for lunch, like this as shown here. Bahuni swaduni suswaduni vyanjanani kadali patreshu pariveshitani. Many delicious food items. Suswaduni vyanjanani means curries. We can say side dishes were served on the plantain leaves. Kadali patreshu. Plantain leaves we can see here. Vyanjana means something which we join, use for taste for the rice and for chapati, etc. Like some curry, palya and like that. Hasan Gopabandhuhu avadat. Smilingly, Sri Gopabandhu Das smilingly said, Are, what did he say? Bhojanasyati daurlabhyam jivanaya sukhapradam tadartham bhojanam kurya ma sharire dayankuru. Bhojanasyati daurlabhyam jivanaya sukhapradam tadartham bhojanam kuryah ma sharire dayankuru. The padacheda, the split of words is bhojanasya ati daurlabhyam jivanaya sukhapradam tad artham bhojanam kuryah Ma Sharire Dayam Kuru. The prose order Anvaya is like this. Now, what is the overall meaning of this? They have given it in your textbook itself, which we'll see. Bhava Artha, meaning or summary. Bhojanam Ativa Durlabham Bhavati. It is very difficult to get food. Jivanam Agre Netum Sukhapradam Bhojanam Karaniyam. For leading a life further, a comfortable life further, food should be consumed nicely or properly. We should consume proper food to lead a good life. Ataha sharirasya kashtam vichintya. Therefore, having considered bodily discomfort because of any lack of food, bhojana vishaye, with respect to food, kadapi, at any time, sankochaha lajjava na karaniya iti. There should be no abashment or shyness or restraint, is what is the meaning. So, having thought that whatever problems will happen if we don't consume proper food, we should not show any shyness, abashment, restraint with respect to consumption of food at any point of time. That's what this shloka means. Now, further, etat shrutva, having heard this, sarve uchchaihi hasitavantah. Everyone laughed loudly. Tadanim eva, at that very moment, bahihi kaschana karunadhvanihi Gopabandhoha karnayoho agunjat. A wailing voice was heard from outside was heard in Sri Gopabandhu Das's ears. Mataha, Mataha, O mother, O mother, Bubhukshitaha asmi, I am hungry. Kripaya kinchit bhojanam dehi, please give me some food. Dinatrayat kimapi na bhuktam, have not eaten for the past 3 days. Bhojanam dehi mataha, give me food. O mother, bhojanam dehi, give me food. Like this. Iti krandanadhvanim shutva eva, having heard this weeping voice itself, daya vigalita hridayaha Gopabandhuhu, the compassionate hearted Sri Gopabandhu Das, Ashru Purna Nayanaha Abhavat, got tears in his eyes, means his eyes welled up in tears upon seeing this hungry person. Kimapi avichintya, without considering anything else, jhatiti, immediately, swasmai pariveshitam bhojanam haste grihitva, having taken in his hands the food which was served for him on his plantain leaf, bahihi agatavan, he came out. Bhikshukam cha tat bhojitavan, and he fed the beggar with that particular food as shown here. He gave the entire plate to the beggar, the plantain leaf. Asau mahan samaja sevakaha Shri sevakaha asit Gopabandhu Dasa. This was the great social worker Shri Gopabandhu Das. Asau Satyavadi Vana Vidyalayasya Adhyapakaha. He was a teacher in the Satyavadi Vana Vidyalaya. Prasiddheshu Pancha Mitreshu Anyatamaha Swatantrata Sangrami cha Asit. Was one among famous 5 friends who were freedom fighters for our country. Odisha Rajyasya Puri Janapadasya Sakshi Gopal Samipe Suvando Grame Janma Labdhavan. He was born in the state of Odisha in the Puri district near the place of Sakshi Gopal in a village named Suvando. Adhyayena Kalat Eva Saha Daridranam Roginam cha Sevam Akarot. From the days of his education itself, from his childhood days itself, he used to serve the poor and the sick persons. Satyavadi Vanavidyalaye Saha Chhatran Nishulkam apāthayat. He used to teach children free of cost at the Satyavadi Vana Vidyalaya. Niraksharata Durikaranaya Saha Satatam Yatate Sma. He always strived for the eradication of illiteracy. Niraksharata is illiteracy. Durikaranaya, for eradication of illiteracy. Karpasa Vastra Nirmanaya Saha Swayam Eva Sutra Prastutim Akarot. For the weaving of cotton clothes, he himself used to make the cotton threads or the yarn using the charka, perhaps. Janma bhumehe durdasham avalokya saha sarvada chintakulaha bhavati sma. On seeing the bad state of his motherland, he was always engrossed in thought, means how to improve our motherland. Mahatma Gandhehe Preranaya, taking inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi, Bharatiya Swatantrata Andolane Gopabandhuhu Bhagam Grihitavan. Sri Gopabandhu Das participated in the Indian freedom struggle. Saha Varshadvayam Yavat Karavasam Praptavan. For 2 years he served a jail sentence. This is a jail sentence picture. Karagare Nivasan Saha, when he was in jail, what did he do? Bandira Atmakatha, Kara Kavita, Dharmapada, Go Mahatmya, Nachiketa Upakhyana Ityadini, Bahu Prerana Dayini, Pustakani, Udiya Bhashaya Virachitavan. He wrote, what did he write? Bandira Atmakatha, Kara Kavita, Dharmapada, Go Mahatmya, means the greatness of the cow. Nachiketu Upakhyana. This is from one of the Upanishads, the Kathopanishad, the conversation between Nachiketa and Yamadharmaraya, the god of death. Ityadi ni Bahu Preranadayi ni Pustakani, and other highly inspirational books he wrote in the Odia Bhashaya, in the Odia language. Sarvada Swadesha Sya Eva Vastranam Vastunam Cha Upayogam Kritavan. He would always wear Swadeshi clothes and use Swadeshi goods only. Maranasannam Swaputram Api Vihaya. Leaving even his own dying son, Jalaplava Piditan Bharatamatuhu Sahasrashah Putran Uddhartum Grihat Bahihi Nirgataha Samaja Seva Samajam Asevatacha. He went out of his home to serve those affected by floods, those thousands of sons of Bharatamata, and served the society. Samajam Asevata cha, he served the society. Desha seva tatparasya Gopabandhu Varyasya prasiddham preranadayakam vachanam adhunapi janamanaseshu rashtrabhaktim jagarayati. The famous and inspirational quotes of Sri Gopabandhu Das, who was always engrossed in service of his country, of our country. Desha seva tatparasya, he was always engrossed in the service of our country. What do the quotes? They inspire the spirit of patriotism in our countrymen even today. Adya api janamanaseshu vachanam adhunapi. Even now, even today, his words inspire patriotism in all of us, is what is the meaning. Swadesha bhumau mamaliyatam tanuho Swadesha lokastadanu prayantu no Swarajya marge yadi gartamalika Mamasthimam saif paripuritastu sa Swadesha bhumau mamaliyatam tanuho स्वदेशलोकास्तदनु प्रयान्तु नो स्वराज्यमार्गे यदि गर्तमालिका ममास्थि मांसैः परिपूरितास्तु सा. This is the original verse in the Odia language, and this is how it is to be pronounced as shown in Devanagari script. We look at the meanings. They have given the meaning here. Bhavartha, summary is Swadeshasya bhumi bhage mama shariram vilinam bhavatu. May my body get merged in the land of my motherland. Deshavasinaha mama anusaranam kurvantu. May my countrymen follow me, means may follow my work, continue to pursue my work even after I am gone. Deshasya swatantrata nimittam yatra yatra pratibandhakaah gartaah santi. Wherever there are pits or ditches or obstacles which are obstructing the path of freedom of my country, te sarve gartaah mama asthibhihi mamsaihi cha paripurnaah bhavantu. May all of those pits get completely filled with my bones and my flesh. Means may my body be used such that the path to freedom gets smooth or smoother. That is the patriotic spirit which Sri Gopabandhu Das has expressed in this particular poem. That is the feeling which he had in his heart. Asau Satyavadi Vanavidyalayasya Daridra Narayana Seva Sanghasya Satyavadi Mudranalayasya Samajah iti Dainika Vartapatrasya cha Pratisthata Asit. He was the founder of Satyavadi Vanavidyalaya, Daridra Narayana Seva Sangha, Satyavadi Mudranalaya, printing press, and a daily newspaper by name Samaja. Samajah iti Dinapatrika Shata Adhika Varshebhyah Adhuna Api Pratidinam Prakashyate. This daily newspaper Samaja is getting published even today, since the past more than 100 years. Samaja sevayai, desha sevayai cha tasya asimam tyagam anubhavan. For his unparalleled spirit of sacrifice towards social service and service towards our country, Vaijnanikah Acharya Prafulla Chandra Raya. The scientist Acharya Prafulla Chandra Rai, Acharya Prafulla Chandra Rai is considered as the father of Indian chemistry. He is a great person in chemistry in our country. Prafulla Chandra Raya Gopabandhum Utkalamanihi iti upadhina sammanitavan. Honored Sri Gopabandhu Das with the title as Utkalamani. Now there is also a shloka here. Utkalamani rityakhyah prasiddho lokasevakah pranamyo deshabhakto'yam Gopabandhurmahaamaah. Utkalamani rityakhyah prasiddho lokasevakah pranamyo deshabhakto'yam Gopabandhurmahaamaah. The Padacheda I have given you here, the meaning is known as Utkalamani. He was a famous social worker. This patriot is respect worthy, the great Sri Gopabandhu Das. So, Utkalamani, Sri Gopabandhu Das. Some of the facets of his life are shown here. Now, the meanings of some words. Jalaplava Piditanam means of flood victims. Nashtani is destroyed. Anaharena by abstaining from food. Nadi Srotasa by river currents. Akuntham generously. Samadataha honored. Susmaduni Vinjanani delicious food items. Daurlabhyam difficult in being obtained, difficult to get. Nishulkam without any fees. Karunadhvanihi weeping words. Agunjat he echoed. Bubhukshitaha hungry. Daya Vigalita hridayah compassionate heart. Ashrupurna nayanaha eyes filled with tears. Pariveshitavan served. Panchamitreshu among 5 friends. Swatantrata Sangrami, freedom fighter. Janma Labdhavan, was born. Karavasam, living in jail. Chintakulaha, worried. Desha Seva Tatparasya, worried or concerned. One who is ready to serve the country, Desha Seva Tatparasya. Sahasra Shaha, in thousands. Liyatam, may it merge. Prayantu, may they walk over. Garta Malika, series of potholes. Asthivamsehi, with the bones and flesh of the body. Dainika Varta Patrasya, of the daily newspaper. Asimam, immense or unparalleled. Utkalamanihi, gem of Odisha. Title. Sammanitavan, honored. Lokasevakaha, social worker. Mahamanaha, broad-minded. Now, there are some grammatical and other notes in this particular lesson which we see now. They talk about this thing called Purva Rupa Sandhi. Let us see what this means. Before that, we take a look at Sandhi itself. In the context of grammar, Sandhi means transformation of alphabets or varnas. This is a rule among varnas. Between two words or one word itself, between two varnas, if they are adjacent without a gap, then the transformation of the varnas is called as a sandhi. Which we see here, there are three types of sandhi: swara sandhi called ach sandhi, vyanjana sandhi called hal sandhi, and visarga sandhi. So I have given you one pictorial representation here. We have a first word and we have a second word, and the last varna of the first word and the first varna of the second word get engaged in sandhi kriya. They get a sandhi here. So the first word minus this last varna, and the second word minus the first varna. So these two, whatever is shown in shaded here, will become this one blue color box what I have shown here. So the new varna in the sandhi will come in three modes. One is agama, means a new varna will get added, means mitravat agamaha. Next is adesha. Existing varna, one of these, will get substituted by something else. So some other varna will come in place of these one or two of these varnas. And the third is lopa. One of the varnas gets elided, gone. Agama, adesha, and lopa. You ask your teachers about what these actual words mean. I have just given you a very brief introduction. Now let us go to Purva Rupa Sandhi. Suppose the last varna of the first word is either A or O, and the first varna of the second word is A, then that replacement will be A with avagraha or O with avagraha. So that is what the previous slide is telling you in as many words, which you can read, pause and read. But I will show you some examples. Deshabhakto'yam is, we have O at the end and A here. So Deshabhakto'yam. This got replaced by this O with avagraha. Sarve plus api, sarvepi. Pashavo plus api, pashavopi. Bubhukshito plus asmi, bubhukshitosmi. Ashrupurna nayano plus abhavat, ashrupurna nayano bhavat. Some other examples I have shown you here of Purva Rupa Sandhi. You can actually pause and see. Now a little about Sri Gopabandhu Das himself, Utkalamani Sri Gopabandhu Das. His birth was on this date, 9th of October 1877 is a number here. If you want to understand the numbers here, you have to look at the reference here. One is shown like this in Devanagari. These are the 10 numbers in Devanagari. You please decipher what these numbers mean in Devanagari into Hindu script numbers. Then his date of passing is 17/06/1928. Now, before we forget, in every place in every village, including your own native place or native village in our country, Bharata, has given birth to great sons and daughters who have done selfless service for our motherland. It is our foremost duty to always remember them, their sacrifices, and the selfless work they have done. Further, we have to emulate them, we have to follow them in our daily life. We have to follow the quotes which they have told, and also do the work which they have done. We have to continue whatever great work they have done. Well, this brings me to the end of this particular lesson. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. See you in the next video with the exercise part of this same lesson. YouTube, Amarabharata, Shubham Bhuyat, Mangalamastu, Vande Mataram, Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.